All right, what's up, guys? Sorry we are a little bit late today. We had some stuff come up, but we wanted to get on here anyway and just come and talk to you guys tonight. I am with my friend Derrick Williams, so we wanted to share some of his story with you guys. So I plan on really coming on here every Wednesday and trying to find somebody to interview, talk to about, an underdog story, overcomer story, maybe built a business or, just something really cool in life, right? Because I think we could all use the hope. It's just like what somebody says could spark something off into you. It's like, it's crazy, man. Somebody says the right word, the right thing, it resonates with you and it could spark something off to change your whole life. So I think it's super important because I've had many people in my life speak into me and it really, looking back has changed the course of my life, so it's an amazing thing. So I'm excited to have you on, man, to hear you talk. And dude, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me, John. A little bit about me, man. I'm 41 years old. I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. I recently just moved to Austin, probably 2 years ago. I have one kid. He's 22. Love him to death. Um, I have several things that I do. In one of my jobs, I'm a pipe fitter by day. A personal strength coach and personal trainer by evening, and just all hats in between, man. So yeah, man, I'm just a guy, man, just loving life right now. I mean, that's main thing I could say
Yeah.
for sure.
That's awesome. What brought you into the personal fitness world?
So, Jonathan, what brought me in the personal fitness world, man, is I want to say what 2021, man. I was probably 232 pounds, and 2021, I had went through kind of a breakup, and in that breakup, my ex, and I forgive her, love her to death, um, explained to me that I was disgusting, and that just kind of that hit me, and from that I said, okay, well, initially I started working out for the wrong reasons, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna get myself in shape, and I'm gonna show her. And as I started getting in shape, man, I was like, well, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Like, I'm falling in love with fitness, and through fitness, it started teaching me so much more about myself.
Right.
And that's how it all came about, man. It came from a place of anger, and ended up from a place of love, now. So, and my love for it is showing other people how to do it, man, because I lost 42 pounds, Jay, and
Right.
that was something that I didn't think I could do, and I would look at myself in the mirror at times and just be like, ugh, so
Right.
yeah, man.
That's awesome. And your before and after picture is awesome. So I saw that and I was like, dude, that's amazing right there. My wife, she's lost a lot of weight too. So I I obviously me, I need to put weight on. Like I've always had super fast metabolism and all that stuff. But man, I saw the struggle that she went through to really get that weight off. So like, did I ever go through it personally like that? No, but I saw the struggle of it. So definitely proud of you for doing that because the transformation is amazing. So you look awesome. So
Thank you, man.
what do you do then as far as are you like a strength trainer? Like what does that entail? What do you do? How do you help people?
So the way I help people, man, and you know, and this is something I was talking to a friend about the other night, right? The way I try to help people, Jay, from my standpoint in fitness is letting them know that, hey, it's okay to start somewhere. I had to start somewhere, man, and my biggest help to people, I think, is I make it real, in the sense that, hey, um, it's more to it than just the weights part of it. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand that either when I first started. There's the way you eat's involved, the way you sleep's involved, the way you recover is involved. So the way I try to mainly help people, man, is really just to be honest with them and let them know that, when man, you're really investing in yourself, and just to not quit, to stick to the plan. Don't deviate from that, because again, once you start seeing your body change and those adaptations, man, it just like anything, you just want more and more and more, man. So that's what I try to do the most in helping people is really be real and honest with them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you really help people really discover themselves in that. Because what I found with my newfound journey, because watching my wife and her health transformation, like, and what she went through for it, and then I was always on the other end of the spectrum where I didn't have to really like, lose weight. I had to put weight on. You know what I mean? I found myself in this place of being like lazy and procrastinating all the time. I'd be like, well, I'm good enough. I don't need to do this. I don't really need to lose weight. I don't really. So I found myself just like kind of pulling back away from it completely. And then when I finally got into it and started dedicating my life to it, it literally changed everything about my life, like my confidence, the way I talk, the way I look at things. I mean, it was a complete change. It was crazy.
And Jay, if I can I add to that too? Again, too lucky for me too, meeting a trainer like Ken Laney. Man, that
Yes.
guy. If you ever get a chance to work out with him, bro, like his workouts, man, the way he approaches things is totally different, and I mean, working out with him, he gave me more than he taught me more than just exercise, man. He really gave me some things, you know, in my life to work on to really just help change the game, and the biggest thing that I think that he helped was with nutrition, the eating. 80 20, 80% of it's is eating, the other 20 is actually working out. So
Thing that was really good was how you were talking about Ken Laney and having him kind of in your corner and working out with him and stuff like that. Having somebody in your corner to really work with you, almost like I don't know if I mean, you could have multiple mentors, but just to have somebody in your life, have a close knit, the people that you surround yourself with is so important. And that's why it's cool that we're connecting like this now too, because I feel like the
yeah,
more people we surround ourselves with the same mindset, the same mentality, like that's powerful. It could really change, your life.
right. And Jay, like you said, that was a big part of a lot of my transformation, man. Is who I surrounded myself with. Like you said, my trainer. By meeting my trainer, I got a chance to meet so many, other mentors. From starting a business, I got a chance to meet people like yourself, Jay. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't realize that there's so many people out there that have so many things in common versus differences.
Right.
And I think once I started looking for a lot of the similarities is when I start finding the right people who were supposed to be in my circle and surrounding myself with. So yeah, that's a big thing, man. Big
Right.
big thing. Good energy is always key.
It is. It is. So you're in the fitness world, and then you also are entrepreneur too. So you're a pipe fitter, or
Pipe fitter,
yeah,
pipe shipper, pipe all that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, and like you said, as well as entrepreneur. So,
yeah.
the pipe fitting thing is something that I started doing 3 years ago. Um, just I really love it because it's as crazy as it sounds, it's a dirty job. Nobody wants to do it, and I just I like things like that, man. You know what I mean? I like to work hard. So, um, in some kind of way, like that's why I do that. I mean, and also too, with that being so physical as it is, it gives me a chance to kind of stay in shape when I'm not in the gym per to say. um so I love doing that. And the business that I've started, man, again, you told me 3 years ago, hey, you be a personal trainer and have your own company, or starting a business, I would have laughed in your face. But the business that I started, again, it's under falls under the wellness umbrella, and man, all about good clean supplements. As being a personal trainer, man, I didn't realize um, how important that was, man. How, and people don't know. We just don't know. I'm guilty of it too, because I didn't know until I started um, getting into fitness and getting around others who were in the business. But yeah, man, my supplements, that I in my business that I run, man. Good clean collagen. I don't know if anybody knows anything about collagen, but the body doesn't produce collagen after 25. That's something that we need. We don't want to be all wrinkly. We don't want to have our bones being like brittle, and it's just it's important, Jay. It's important, man.
Fight back that aging process as much as you
Yeah.
can.
Yes. Yes.
It does so much else too, like being the most abundant protein in your body. I didn't realize how much collagen was actually in our body. Like, I mean, our cartilage, our ligaments, like our eyes, it's literally like everything.
Everything. Yes. And Jay, just to add to that, elaborate on that, collagen, it's important, man. I didn't realize, like you said, until I started using it, like also the effects of what it does. Like you said, your hair, your skin, your nails, like I said, I'm 41, man. And, people always trip out. They're like, man, you got a 22-year-old kid. And I'm like, yeah, like, but if you're taking liquid collagen every day, of course you're going to be kind of a little bit different, have a little bit more glow. And again, we don't know that. You know what really makes me laugh too, Jay, about collagen that we're speaking on it. So many people don't know that stuff that they buy in the stores, man, that is fish food. You know, they wrap a seal around it, and it's collagen. Well, is it? I mean, let's be real. It says collagen on there, but I mean, is it collagen? What's the profile of it? What's the makeup of it?
Right.
And that's what I love. That's what I love about the supplements in my business is that I can go back and reference that. Hey, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is in this versus this. So again,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. I've heard that some of them powdered collagens, they're like the powdered stuff out there. It's like the hot dog of collagen. It's like, it's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like you really have no idea what it
oh,
really
little jambalaya, yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Because and like you say, what's really trippy is I look at the price points of all those collagens, right? $27, $29, $30 here. Man, people buy this stuff and they don't even ask any questions.
Yeah, that's right.
It's so again, is that really collagen in there? And now and again, guys like us, we're educated and being in the business and promoting this stuff, people just don't know, but if you're watching this live tonight, you know,
You
DM
know.
me and I'll tell you about it if you don't know.
Right. Right. So what
Yeah.
was really cool that you were talking about earlier too was like how you got into the personal fitness stuff, and how like you were at such a bad place in your life and you just felt like disgusting. And I love that part of it, because it's like
Yeah.
that bad place in our life, that almost
Yeah.
like that rock bottom story, that like from rags to riches underdog. I love that. So it's like, talk a little
Right.
bit more about that. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So man, like I said, I was I started there, and from there, man, like I said, I met yeah. So from there, I met two instrumental people. The first lady I met, and I'm gonna name drop her, was Shanna Wallace, right? I met her, and that was the first trainer that I ever had before I met Ken Laney. Now, keep in mind, I met this lady a year before I became a trainer, Jay. So she started training me, and she trained me on basics. She trained me on form, um, just how to what was important, what was important. So I got an education from her somewhat. So I kind of graduated, went on, and I meet Ken Laney. So keep in mind, and this is, and again, Jay, like you said, we started, we're 242 pounds, we're out of shape, we're nasty, this, that, and the other. So we meet a trainer, we started working out, right? So 7, 8 months down the road, I meet Ken Laney. And when I meet Ken, I'm at like 28.6% body fat, right? So we're getting down, but still we're pre-diabetic levels, right? So meet Ken. I spend like pretty much all winter with Ken. Ken gets me, I'm talking about, Ken gets me like damn near show ready, right? So again, like I said, fast forward a year later, this lady who started training me calls me up and she's like, "Hey, because one night we're in the gym and I asked her, I said, "Well, Shanna," I said, "You think I could be a trainer?" I said, that guy's a trainer." She's like, "Yeah, you could be a trainer. You got the personality and everything." So, huh, okay. So maybe a month or so passes by, and I end up going back to school. And Jay, keep in mind, I'm working out with Ken. I'm in school training. I don't see at the end of the road like, hey, you're going to be a trainer, a strength coach, and you're going to start working with people and you're going to start changing people's lives. So I don't see any of this, right?
right.
So, but what I feel is I feel good. I feel like, man, like I'm changing. My confidence is here. I'm getting my swag back. I'm feeling great. And fast forward a year later, the lady who initially starts training me calls me back and says, "Hey, did you ever go back to school?" And I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I did." She's like, "Oh, well, that's awesome." She's like, "Well, I'm the GM of this gym that you started training at now, and I want to hire you."
Nice.
So, you know what I mean? So, man, so again, situations right there just let me know, man. If I put myself in the in position, and I always continue to do the next right thing, man, for the most part, good stuff happens, man. And again, from from that, from like you said, from tragedy comes all of that. Not only that, I meet Ken Laney. I started, I started getting into the supplement business, man. I meet people like you. So yeah, fitness. The crazy thing, fitness saved my life.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Fitness saved my life, so that's why fitness is so near and dear to me, man. Because, like I said, when I had nothing and I didn't know who to talk to and what to say or how to be, the gym to me was the only place that was fair. What you put in is what you get out. Those
That's
weights don't talk, but you respect them.
right.
You know, right?
That's yeah,
Okay.
that's absolutely right. No, that's good. And I always find it fascinating too, because like we can be going through life and just kind of like coasting through life, just doing our thing, whatever. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like something happens in our life, something tragic, something huge, something crazy or whatever. And at the time it sucks. And at the time it's like, dude, what is going on? What is this? And then fast forward a few years, if you took the right path because of it, like that
Yeah. Yeah.
bad events or whatever it was actually like a blessing in disguise, because it got me to open my eyes up and look at my reality different. And now here I am. So it's pretty cool and very fascinating to think, from dark to light. Like it's literally overcoming the odds,
Yeah.
not being a statistic. I love it.
Right. Well, and Jay, I think you like me. You made a choice, man. I got tired of looking in the mirror, being feel like, oh, woe's me, and
Yeah.
no, man. Nah, man. And here's the thing. What bugged me the most about when I was going through all that and doing all this and living that crazy life is that I knew better. It'd be one thing if you didn't know better, and you were naive to what you were doing, and okay, but even then, I mean, as an adult, you don't get a pass for that, you know what I mean? But I knew better, and I had the way I had grown up, there had been enough instrumental people in my life who told me the right thing and what to do, that I always knew in the back of my mind, like,
Right. Right.
you ain't doing right. You're doing wrong. So again, man, like I said, like you said, it just for me, I couldn't continue to have fun and have those internal conversations, right? You gotta make a choice.
Right.
You either in or you're out, so
Right. No,
yeah, man.
that's a fact. That's for sure. We can either sit right here where we are, or we can make that step. It's like
Yeah,
recovery has so many cool little one-liners that we can apply to all of life. It's like nothing
yeah,
changes, nothing changes. And these things seem so simple and so like, well, duh, nothing changes, but it doesn't really hit you until it hits you. It's like nothing changes until nothing changes. Why do I keep doing the same things all the time? Why do I
yeah,
mean,
oh yeah,
like I need to make a change, and such a little change sometimes will spark off such a big change in our life. It's crazy.
oh yeah, yeah. And speaking of change, Jay, like you said, even living in Austin now, it's so funny because I've been off of Facebook for a little while now, before I started my business and everything like that. I really wasn't on Facebook really prevalent like that, and getting back on, I see some of my friends from Dallas, and they're like, "Damn, bro, you live in Austin?" And when'd you move to Austin? But again, like you said, those changes, man, people, places, and things. I was off of Facebook for all of 10 plus years, man, and it just I needed that break. I needed that break to kind of to find myself, to figure out, okay, where the hell am I going to go? Like, what am I doing? Like, who are you? I mean, and again, like you say, Jay, we live life every day, and we get so wrapped up in day to day stuff, like we forget that stuff. We forget. As part of loving ourselves is 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 fitness. That's not to say we need to look like some college athlete, but take a walk, eat something healthy.
Right.
read something good. Say something nice to somebody. Be nice, be kind. It don't take a whole lot of brain power and effort and prestige to do that.
Right. Right.
You know?
Now the people, places, and things too is as true as that is, and as powerful that is in recovery.
Yeah,
After recovery, as we're getting, getting better and leveling up and just growing and just, becoming the
yeah,
best version of ourselves, it's like we need to apply that now too, because you surround yourself with a bunch of people like this, like me and you and other people that
yeah.
have the same type of mindset. Dude, it's going to push you there so much quicker. But it's
Right.
it's it's just crazy, and it's such a simple thing though, but it's so
Yeah,
powerful. Like if I'm around people that are always negative, or always, just I don't want to sound like, not trying to sound better than anybody or anything, but if I want to excel in life, if I want to get to a
yeah,
new place, if I want to keep going, but I'm only around people that are just comfortable where they are, chances are I'm just going to stay there comfortable where I am. And this little tweak of just changing the people that I'm around predominantly can change my life again. There's all these little tweaks in our life that completely change our life. It's just crazy.
for sure, man, for sure. And it's like you said. I mean, it's just what one thing that I found out that's more expensive than money, Jay, is time.
Yeah.
That is more valuable than money. And again, like you said, the people that I want to spend my time with are the people who are like-minded, and on the same thing that I'm on. And again, I don't knock nobody for what you do.
Right.
Hey, to each his own. Hey, it's just that's not gonna work for me.
Right.
And the tables that I'm in, and the people that I'm around, like you said, man, we this is what we do.
Right.
And not to mention, just think about our company as a whole, man. What place can you come and end up being better for it? You know
Right.
what I mean? That's crazy, man. Like I started my own business and became better for it. I,
Yeah.
I met people who are just like me and successful, and even more successful, man. So it's blessed, Jay. I'm blessed, man.
It's like paid personal development is what it is. It's like we get paid to completely get better, because whenever we get better, everything else changes. Our business grows, everything grows. But it's like, dude, back when I was working at like the shipyards and, all the construction, places and stuff like that, it was like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with anybody there. There's some
Right.
great everybody there. There's some great people there. But if I'm only surrounded with that, well, that's, I become kind of a product of my environment. Like I'm just going to stay around there. So with this, like we have just put ourselves around so many people who are just like constantly thinking how they can get better, how they can get better, how they can get better. And it's like, dude, our whole life now is like revolving around how can I get better? It's crazy.
Right.
Personal
Right.
development.
Well, and Jay, like not only that too, it also revolves around how can I help somebody. I,
Right.
I I think about that
Right.
a lot, man. I think about that a lot, and I think about our products, how they, man, bro, they help so many people, bro. So many. I mean, you can attest to that for yourself, man. Like you said, your wife, man. My girl, man. She's man changed so much. I mean, it's just we look at our even me. We look at our pictures from last year and just sit up there and it's like, wow, like
Like a
you
different
know,
person.
yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. It's about 10:15 here now. So I say
Okay.
we do this again here pretty soon. But dude, I
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
coming on, sharing your story, giving them some wisdom, some inspiration, some
yeah.
motivation. And I hope
Jay, I
they
I, I appreciate you.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's do it again soon, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. God bless you, Jay. Thank you, man, so much.
Hey, take care, guys. Good night.
You too.